So, football nearly the highest level, Europa League, and this is what you get. A certified GW fail of the week. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GW FM. We're in episode 38, or on to episode 38, and we've got a big double header today. We've got Manchester City and Chelsea in two home games, so it's going to be tough. But, you know, we've been doing alright in the league, so let's have a look and see how we've been getting on. So when you joined us last time, we lost 3-0 to Tottenham. It was a very poor performance, a lot of bullshit from Timo Horn, who's still not very happy. But then we followed that up with a home game against Ferencvaros, and yeah, fail of the week. I mean, you've seen it, and it was just ridiculous. I mean, 6-2, it wasn't like the end of the world because we didn't exactly lose because of it, but it was still comical. But yeah, then we went to Bournemouth, went to the Vicarage Road. It must be moving stadium or something, and you know, we played quite well, but Bournemouth have been on a right bit of form, and they found themselves in 15th. They must have been really struggling. And the draw in the end were probably about a fair result. But obviously it's points dropped for us when we're in such a lofty position. We then went to the the King Power Stadium. I think it used to be called the Walker Stadium. And we won 3-1. It was quite comprehensive. Leicester are struggling at the minute this season. Look like they could be potentially going down this season. Excuse me. But yeah, it was a couple of, three different goal scorers, which was good. With Huth getting a goal just before half time. I thought, hey, here we go. But yeah, held out for the win. Then we went to Goodison Park, and this was appalling. 3-0 down by 28 minutes, and you're just thinking, what the hell's going on? Apparently, Jordan Rhodes is the best player in the world. And then we got two late goals to make it a little bit nervy. Zach Clough and a Carl Jenkinson own goal. Yeah, it was just a very poor performance. We didn't seem to get any highlights until the last couple of minutes, so that was a bit shit. And then finally, just before today's game, we played Norwich on Boxing Day, away from home. We did win 2-0. They did have a man sent off, Axel Witsel, for 2 yellow cards, I believe. And a very strong performance, really. So looking at the table, we are 4 points off the top of the table, who is Arsenal, of course. But we're also 6 points clear of third and fourth, which is kind of good, if I'm being completely honest. In terms of the charts, there's only Isaac on there via the assist chart. It's not ideal, but anyway. Other news is we drew in the FA Cup first. We got that draw first, and we got Watford, who obviously got relegated last season. And we also drew Anderlecht in the first knockout round of the Euro Cup, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting in the coming weeks. That's probably going to be, I think the Anderlecht game is probably, or one of the Anderlecht games is probably going to be on the next LiveCon, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Moving on to today's opponents, which is Manchester City. And they've got Louis van Gaal as manager, who is still a very good manager. A lot of people thought it was really, really boring, but I think it must have been to do with the team, because Mourinho's having having more draws than I care at the minute. So, albeit they did beat Chelsea yesterday, but we'll have to wait and see, because today it's recorded on on Bank Holiday Monday. Captain is Vincent Kompany, who is a world-class centre-back. He's now 33. His pace has dropped down to 8, which is a clear weakness now. Be interested to see if he plays. He is available. The vice-captain is Sergio Aguero, 31 years old now, and still a world-class striker. And he's definitely going to be one to look out for. And then the key player is Kevin De Bruyne. I thought it was Bruyne, but there was a song like that mix up to Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. You probably have seen it, and they said it different, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But he's a world-class attacking midfielder, very, very good. Not the bravest, and concentration's a bit low for a midfielder, which is kind of surprising, but technically he's very, very, very able. So we'll have to look out for him. He can play in a multitude of different positions. So let's get into the game and see how we can fare. We're at home. In fact, let's have a look at our team line up first. And we are going to play the same formation we played against Arsenal. A little bit different, of course. We are having to play Downing because Angelino, it's his parent club, so he can't play. So Downing will be starting today's game, along with Horn, who's going to be in goal still. We've got Mankio at right back, Veltman and Ongwene the centre backs. So we've got Lerma in a defensive midfield role, Arter as a box-to-box, and Father Gabriel as a roaming playmaker. We're going to have Watt on the left because I think his attributes really suit it. Pereira's a little bit jaded, a bit tired, but yeah, he's got passing 17, vision 16, composure's 14 as well, so I think he'll do a good job there. Andre Green making a start on the right hand side with Isaac up top on his own. A few different options on the bench. Delafeu's come back from injury. I'm just trying to ease him into it. We've got Dallas back as well. Probably look to sell him. He has declined somewhat because of his injury, but he's not really going to be featuring because of because of Kyle Watt, learning the attacking left midfield role very quickly. Is it still accomplished? I think at the minute. Yeah, there it is. Look, but Trainer's an inside forward, but he's just really improving. But yeah, let's get into the game. Let's see if we can cause some damage. Let's try and get a bit more of a gap at the top of the table. Yeah, come on, lads. Today's game is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds United FC against Manchester City FC. Right then, so last time we played them, they did actually beat us, so I'm going to be using that hopefully to spur them on. So I'm going to say the Avenge option, and there's a bit of motivation there. So, we can open up a really, decent gap in terms of points if we can win this game. It's two very tough games coming up, but come on, boys, let's see if we can cause a bit of an upset. We are the outsiders, of course, and I'm just worried about left hand side, but let's get into it. Let's get into them, and let's kick some ass. Come on. We beat Arsenal at home using this tactic, so I'm a little bit of confidence about it. We're only slight underdogs, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's going to be Man City to get us underway. They're going from left to right. Probably just a false highlight, indeed it is. But we've got an instant highlight straight away. And Diego Costa is robbed by Ongwene, and now it's Father Gabriel. Finds Watt. Really wide at the minute. Lerma knocks it across, and Isaac's found Father Gabriel, the roaming playmaker. What can he do? He knocks it back to Lerma, the defensive midfielder. That was Arter. Feeds it through for Green. Oh, it's put it wide. Devastated. I felt sure that was going to be a goal. Right, not been a highlight since this point. What plays it in? Is that a penalty? De Bruyne. He's giving away a pen. Apologies there, just had to pause it because I had a sneeze. I couldn't leave that in because I didn't say that deaf into all. But yeah, it's going to be... Who's taking this? Harry Arter. Doesn't take many. And he shows why right there. Because it's a save by Ryan, the goalkeeper. It's a let-off for Man City. Right, so half-time is upon us. And we have been unlucky, really. We've had a hell of a lot more chances than them. Not a hell of a lot more, but we've had... I think they've had one shot to our 6 or 7. Arter's playing a shocking 6.2 because he missed that penalty. But I'm going to tell them that I've got faith. Worth noting that a lot of players are tired, especially their players. Because we played 2 days ago, Boxing Day. Oh no, 2 days after Boxing Day, 28th, call it. So a few players are actually tired, but hopefully we can show our fitness to the end of the game. We'll have to wait and see. But having that penalty miss is definitely going to hinder us. Right, so it's the first highlight since half time. Which way is it going to go? Man City still to register a shot on target. It's probably going to come now. Now Lionel Sterling's on. Great challenge from Father Gabriel, but can only fall to Aguero. Plays it wide, but it's intercepted well by Mankio, but unfortunately it's fallen to Rodriguez. Now it's Gundogan. Square to Fabinho. Pretty sure he's a right back, but anyway, Gabriel Jesus finds Aguero, knocks it back to Gundogan. Square to Fabinho. I can smell a goal coming here, and here's Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, don't know where Jesus is, but could just feel it coming in the air tonight. And it's like Timo Horn, for me it was straight at him, but that will big Rob Green at this season's form to save that. But yeah, near post, beating the near post, that's absolutely appalling, Horn. Right, so it's time to make some changes. I've switched back to the normal 4-4-2. I advanced like 4, if you like, 2 advanced wingers. Well, inside forward, should I say. Jordan Larson's going to come on for Harry Arter, who's had a poor game because of that penalty miss. And Pereira's coming on for Andre Green. Hopefully, the more natural inside forward, he'll be able to cause some problems here. We've got Mankio taking the armband. Come on now, lads. No action whatsoever since then, so I'm going to bring on De La Feo for Kyle Watt, hopefully. A more natural inside forward. We'll have to wait and see. Right, is there one last chance here? Well, I say last chance. There's still 6 minutes or so to go. We've got Jonathan Town the ball. He's got 3 white shirts around him, but finds Fabinho. And he finds Aurier. And he gets tackled. Mankio does tackle him. Pereira. It's an early pass forward to Isaac now. What can he do? He's got overlapping runs, and then decides he's just going to lose it to Fabinho. Now it's Otamendi. Fabinho down the line to Draxler. I mean, they've got some great players on the Man City. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But it's a bit loose, is that? But Veltman has it. But we don't deserve this. I mean, we've absolutely dominated. We just haven't had many chances shown as highlights. But and we've had 6 long shots out of 13, so we've had 7 other chances. Here's Downing charging forward at pace. Can he whip it in? That is appalling. What is that? So looking like a disappointing performance here. It is disappointing as well because we had the penalty. Had that gone in, it could have been a completely different game. And I just feel like it is actually disappointing because, you know, we should have beaten them really. I'm a bit good for all these here that have got 7s and above because they've played really well and it's just like no chances whatsoever shown as highlights. I mean, what is that all about? Still in second, Man City are now on the same points as Man U and Liverpool, but they do have 3 games in hand. So if they win all 3 of those games in hand, they're going to go above us by 3 points. So a bit of a pain, but let's see how we fare, see if we do any better against Chelsea. And we're back for the Chelsea game, and the team is as follows. Going to be Horn in goal, got Mankio at right back, Angelino comes back in at left back, Nguene and Big Ken in the centre of defence, Arter and Anthony Green in the middle of the park, with De La Feo only going to be able to play 45 minutes on the left, with Pereira coming in at right, with Clough partnering Isaac up top for today's game. Not feeling as confident after losing that game against Man City, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going all out attack in this particular game. Let's see how we can fare. But I'm going to need some help with transfers and things. Bear in mind that I need work permits now for every foreign player. So, you know, Dutch player, like for instance, came up on, and it says he might fail to get a work permit, but they're still scouting them. And that's the problem I've got at the minute. So, this is a pain in the dick. Today's game is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds United FC against Chelsea FC. Right, so because it's a rival game, because Chelsea are classed as one of Leeds' rivals, I'm going to go out there and give the fans a money's worth passionately. And only one person has reacted, but I'm going to passionately give faith and hopefully rectify that. Didn't work with any of the midfielders or the strikers, so yeah, awesome. Let's get into it. So, we need to keep up this pressure at the top of the table, just to try and, like I said, I'm not aiming for the league. I'm aiming for Champions League if I can. The first step is getting to Europe, and we got into Europa League last season. Now, obviously, there's 2 ways to get into Champions League. It could be through the league, or it could be via winning the Euro Cup. So, if things start going pear-shaped, I might have to target the Euro Cup. A bit like what Marino's saying, I think, at the minute for Manchester United. But Clough has it, finds Angelino. How he was missed against Man City, it's played in. And they've got some very tired legs. Bear in mind, it was the 26th we played Norwich, and we played Man City on the 28th, which is what I mean about the tiredness. Now it's the 31st. Transfer window is about to open, so yeah, some suggestions would be nice in the comments below. But bear in mind, I'm going to need to score more goals than Chelsea, I was going to say, but we need work permits. So there need to be players that are likely to get a work permit. Right, Courtois kicks it long towards Hazard. Mankio heads away, but on as far as Biglia. And now it's Hazard again. Chips it infield to N'Golo Kante. Has a go from distance. It's wide. Bit of a let off, but I'll take that. Right, it's snowing. As Courtois launches it long towards Biglia. Big Ken wins the header. The former man, of course. Isaac finds Clough. Back to Nguene, who's on a yellow card. Angelino's found a bit of space forward. Clough now is very deep. He's got 5 options in front of him. Has a go himself. It's gone wide. Rather not have a long shot, but you know. Right, another highlight. More highlights in the Man City game overall, I think. Pereira chips it down the line for Isaac. He's just in the air, crossing for Clough, and Clough scores. Come on! Neat little header at the back post. I'm thinking there's someone's offside there. Let's have a gander. Would have thought might have been Isaac, perhaps, but it could have been Christiansen that played him on. I think. If that's him in the middle, just lost Clough. I don't know, but yeah, it's a good start. Another highlight though, which is kind of worrying. I'd have taken no more highlights if I'm honest with you, but Pereira's coming forward now. He's lost out to Biglia. That's David Luiz. Square to Christensen. It's Courtois. Casually bringing it out and kicks it. It's Arta that wins the header though. And then Clough loses out afterwards, but he's got it again. And plays it for Isaac. Isaac? Who's Isaac? I don't care because Pereira just scored to make it 2-0. Isaac? I don't know what the hell I want about there. Isaac. Can't even say it. Something. Yeah, got it here to Clough and played it in. I was going to say Isaac hasn't scored for ages, but he's creating goals. There's another assist. Courtois is going to be disappointed with himself there. Very similar to the goal that I conceded against Man City. 2 assists for Isaac. Horn kicks it long. It's 2-0 leads at the minute. Christensen wins the header ahead of Isaac. Now it's Pereira. Back in the side, of course. Isaac finds Clough. Clough, shoot position. He does shoot, and Courtois says it with his arse, I want to say. It's a corner, and Pereira will take it. Whips it in low. It's cleared away by Biglia. And he's going to get there first as well, which is shocking, really. And it's Geraldes. Could be a region, because it's not a name I recognise. Icardi's on the chase. He scored against us every single time, by the way. It's an own goal, but apparently it's an offside. Right. Anguena gives it away. Red Hot Chili Pepper style. Give it away now. And Delefeo just launches it, and Clough's on the chase. Can he get there? He can. He's got bodies in the box. 3-4 of them. It's an own goal. David Luiz. Sideshow Bob. Look at that hair. Just look at it. But yeah, 3-0, and all of a sudden it's like, should I have played this formation against Man City? That's sort of how well we did against Arsenal. I tried showing faith in that particular tactic, which we did dominate in terms of chances, but we just didn't have any highlights, no meaningful chances. So, you know, I'm ecstatic. 3-0 up at half time. I'm going to say that I'm really happy. I just hope that they don't start throwing it away. I might do just a cheeky calm concentrate just to start it off. Start off the half, should I say. Cuadrado looks like he's come on. And so has Man Touches Kids, as we like to call him when we used to play FIFA. Mandzukic. Right, there's a highlight here. Lindelof clears away. Mandzukic is there. That's Pereira. Isaac plays it for Clough, and good save from Courtois. Time to make a change. Delefeu shouldn't have been playing this long. Kyle Watt's going to come on for him. And Jordan Larson, I think, is going to give Isaac a bit of a rest. Yeah, that'll do for now. Right, it's only 6 minutes to go. There's another highlight. Pereira's coming forward. We did actually lose to Chelsea last time we played them. We'll have to wait and see. They have made a few changes. It's square to Green. Anthony Green finds Clough. Now it's Watt. Square to Larson, who scores. And Courtois had a mare again there. He's playing a 5.9 before that goal. But yeah, Jordan Larson, his 13th goal of the season. Fantastic. He's come up for Isaac and show him how to score. I mean, obviously Isaac's got the assists, but yeah, brilliant. Watt comes on, another substitute. Alright, taking 2 deflections. It's just ridiculous the amount of deflections on this game. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. Need to make his last change, but it's an instant highlight, so see what happens. Angelino now coming forward, finds Watt. Plays it forward for Clough. Clough on the chase. It's up against Martinez. Former Bayern Munich man, of course. And that's Lindelof. I can't see it from there. Angelino, great ball. Pereira's there. Can he make it 5? He can't. Let's make a change. Bring a brick up for Arta. Why not? Give him a run out. Yeah, the captain's coming on now. Well, it's going to matter. Pereira whips in the corner. Cleared away. And let's play back in. Larson at the back post. Loses that Cuadrado. It's to Man Touches Kids, but it's end of highlight. Yeah, this will be the end of match highlight. I mean, you look at the match stats, we've absolutely destroyed them. 16 shots on target. It's no more than what we deserve here. There's 10 seconds to go. Big Ken's got it against his former team as well. Finds Watt with a delightful ball. Chelsea look like they're giving up. Clough is a chance for one last shot. Larson, can you make it 5, mate? You can play it wide to Manquillo, get it whipped in. I'll just blow the full-time whistle. And that's an exceptional result against a club rival. And I'm going to passionately say that I'm very happy with the result and the way you played, which I am. Special mentions for the highest rating players, which is going to be these two. I'm very happy with your performance, and I'm also going to be very happy with your performance as well. There you go. Right, so that result leaves us in second place still, of course, 6 points clear of Liverpool and Manchester United. They've got a game in hand over us. They can get to within 3 points. The worrying team is Man City, who have now got 4 games in hand over us. We are 9 points ahead. They've got to win all 4, but I'm pretty confident that they would do that. Arsenal, they're only 2 points in front, but again, they've got a game in hand. And we'll have to wait and see. Bournemouth have won yet again. They're up to 13th now. But yeah, let's see who we're going to be looking at next game, next live com. Now, we've got a double header, Anderlecht. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those 2 games because it makes sense, really, to be honest with you. If there's like an FA Cup game that ends up in between, I might do the FA Cup game and then the second leg. But as it stands, I'm definitely going to be doing those 2 games there because it's Europe, innit? I mean, it's not every game we get to play Europe, is it, really? Play in Europe, should I say. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Don't forget, we've got the transfer window coming up. We can't have work, but we need work permits for everyone. That we've got a bit of a harder Brexit, it seems, on this save. So we're going to need to look for people that are worthwhile. The transfer kit is 22.88 million because we did get given some more money a couple of months ago by the board. We've got 190 grand a week in his wage budget, so we've got quite a lot of money to spend. Players that are actually wanted at the minute. We've got Timo Horn, so I might need to replace a keeper. We've got Monaco after Nguene, who does have a minimum fee release clause. I got it extended to, I couldn't get rid of the clause unfortunately, but nearly 44.5 million. So if anyone does come in with that amount, then I'd have no choice but to sell. We've got Harry Artu's wanted. He's got a minimum fee, but only for Champions League clubs, which is not going to happen if it's West Ham. But he's only valued at 7.25. He's 30-year-old. I do like him. I don't particularly want to sell him. Particularly because he's got the experience. We've got a lot of young players in this team. Matty Downing's wanted by QPR, but I doubt anything will come to anything with that, maybe. So I might get another left back. Obviously, Angelino's on loan. He's worth 5.5 million now. They're going to want a lot of money. And his only actually potential rating is 3.5 star. But if you look at how he's played, he's consistently been over a 7 and way over a 7 as well in some of the seasons. So I think he could be very much key for us going forward. It seems to make sense anyway, and he's been doing really well for us. Dallas is probably going to be not playing as much anymore. He's just not good enough anymore. He's not quick enough. So he's valued at 9 million. So if I can get anywhere near that figure, I'll be very happy. I'm thinking I could do with another top striker. And then I might have to sell one of these guys. I mean, Matthew Knox has been progressing quite well when he has been featuring. He's 20-year-old now, of course, starts at 16 years old. And then you've got Kyle Watt, who, not Kyle Watt, Jordan Larson, who's decent, been scoring quite a few goals this season. And then Zach Clough, who is valued at 11.25 million. So I might sell one of them, but I could do another striker. Kelechi Iheanacho's become available, sort of, but I'd have to pay about between 34 and I think 50 million. Is he going to be worth it? I don't know, but let us know in the comments. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, why not go ahead and press that like button. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. One thing worth noting, if you got as far as this, which I should have maybe said it right at the beginning, is my girlfriend is due at this moment in time in 3 days time, so there could be a bit of a break in terms of how, when the next video comes. So I'll have to wait and see what sort of time I get. If I don't get any, then it's going to be a couple of weeks, I would imagine. But as long as she's not had it, I'm going to try and keep pumping them out as best I can. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, hopefully you can join us for the next one against Anderlecht, both legs. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye.